Alright, so just want to do a quick review of my Spud Inc. Econo Pulley set that arrived today. I ordered from Rogue. It's the only thing I've ever ordered from Rogue. It might be the only thing I ever order from Rogue, not because there's anything wrong with this thing, but because they ship ground, and it took like almost 3 weeks to get here, and when it arrived the box was wide open. It was wide open. I just reached in and pulled this stuff right out of the box without even opening it. So, but that aside, I think this is pretty cool. I got the combo, which comes with 2 pulleys and 2 cables and a bunch of accessories. So I'll just do a quick review here. I've just set it up on my half rack, and so you can see I've set one pulley up in the middle of my cross member, and right now I've got the tricep attachment on it, and comes down, and I've got a 25 on the pin, and I've got a resistance band threaded through the pin, and that actually, I can't remember where I saw that tip, but it might actually have been on the Spud Inc. one of their videos, and that works fantastic. There's no sway at all. You can heave on this thing as much as you want, and there's no sway. That weight just goes straight up and down. It's great. So yeah, it works really, really well. I think, there's lots of DIY videos online. Don't mind my cat. He's an idiot. Anyway, there's lots of DIY videos on how to do your own pulley system, and yeah, you can. But for the price, you're going to end up faffing about for a long time. You'll probably spend half as much as this thing costs in parts. But then what you'll end up with is you'll have to find all the accessories. So you'll have to find a weight pin. You'll have to get all the accessories that go with it, and this comes with a bunch. And they're really high quality. Like, this stuff is burly. This is the burliest stuff. I've never seen anything this burly in a commercial gym. Like, this is ultra stout. And this, like, I've never seen one of these. This is the, I guess, hamstring attachment. You put this on your foot like a shoe, and I've tried it, and it's great. If you hook up the low pulley, and then just lay face down on a bench with your leg kind of dangling off the end, it's a fantastic system for hamstring curls. And the nice thing about this is it's actually quite flexible, because the pulleys are mounted on a flexible coupling, right? It's just a nylon loop, and the thing rotates. That means that the 2 pulleys don't need to be aligned in any particular fashion. You don't have to have them like right vertically aligned. You can have one in the middle there, and then you need to give room. So if you want to put the other one kind of off center so the cable comes alongside and doesn't get trapped under the weight, no problem. The pulleys are flexible, and that'll work just fine. I could do so many things with this. I could put that pulley in the middle, put the other pulley somewhere down there. I could put the other pulley. I've actually got it set up right now with both pulleys on the top, because I had actually put the other pulley on that end, same way that one is, attach them both to the pin, and now you've got a dual cable setup for doing cable flies if you want. And I tried that, and it works great. So I'm pretty impressed. I haven't actually done any training with it yet. I mean, this is obviously kind of a fringe, niche, accessory movement type gadget. But for what it costs, the quality is there. The aircraft cable, it's nicely coated. It's as durable as anything I've seen in a commercial gym for cable systems. Like I said, the accessories are great. The weight pin is really, really slick. That's going to be great. So, I have no doubts about quality and longevity of this stuff, and it's just going to open up a whole realm of potential exercises that, I mean, you might notice I've got bands hanging all over the place. You can do a lot with bands, but it's different. It's very different. The non-linear resistance curve, like it ramps up near the end of the range of motion, no matter what you do. You just don't get the same effect. And so, for instance, doing tricep push downs or anything like that. You can get a pump with bands. I'm not convinced you're doing any strength training, and I'm not convinced you're getting a lot of hypertrophy. This is going to be fantastic for that. I don't think it's practical to do pull downs on this, only because there's nothing holding you down. If I sit on the floor and I go to do pull downs with enough weight to make it worth doing, it's going to lift me right off the ground. Plus, I'm going to be sitting, unless I rig something up, I'll be sitting right where the weight is. So I'd have to put the other pulley somewhere else. It's just pull downs are a no-go, I think. But everything else, you could do rows. I even set up my bench so that I could do chest-supported rows. So I put the back of the bench in towards there. I put the other pulley in a low position, and I use this grip, this attachment, and I can go face down on the bench and do chest-supported rows. So that's just an example of one of the myriad things that I'm sure you could do with this. You know, it's a bit of a toy, but you know, if I'm diligent about it, I'm sure I'll find easily half a dozen exercises that are extremely beneficial and that I really couldn't do without this, unless I spent many thousands of dollars on Nautilus style equipment. So anyway, that's the thing. There's nothing much to see. I mean, I can move the thing. It's not rocket science. You pull on it, it goes up and down. That's it. So I think I recommend it for what it costs. I wouldn't bother with the DIY. Like I said, for the DIY, you're not going to get the attachments. You're going to have to go buy those anyway. You could probably get the pulleys and the aircraft cable and finagle it yourself for a little bit less money. But this is quality stuff, and they've figured everything out. Everything that you haven't thought of, that you're not going to find out until you're halfway through the project, or all you think you're done, and it's like, oh, this isn't going to work, and it's back to the hardware store, and you're spending more money and more time. I thought about it, and I realized it just was a losing proposition. So yeah, Spud Inc. Econo, what's it called? Spud Inc. Econo Tricep and Econo Low Pulley. Yeah, good stuff.